What's going on, everyone? It's Dungeon here, and I'm coming back with another Elden Ring Beast Mode video. And today, I'm going to the secret abandoned cave and getting a secret item from Northern Caelid for episode 10.04 as part of my full walkthrough. Now, as far as loot goes, the abandoned cave offers the Serpent Bow, the Venomous Fang, various consumables and crafting materials, and after defeating the Cleanrot Bosses, you'll be rewarded with the Golden Scarab. That being said, let me show you where I'm at on the map, and if you already know how to get there, you can use the chapters down below to skip ahead. So, basically, here we are. Here's a larger version of Caelid. Along the main road getting into Caelid, we're at the Smoldering Wall site of Grace. You can go from other sites of Grace. This, for me, seems to be one of the easier ones to actually get to. The secret cave. So what basically we do is follow the wall most of the way. You do got to be careful because there are some dangerous enemies. See, like this one right here looking at me. So there's some dangerous enemies in the area. There's one of those massive crows somewheres around here. So what you can do is kind of go use both sides of the wall so that you don't get seen. You know what I mean? That's a little bit of trick. And once we get, and I think there used to be a couple other enemies in this area a long time ago, but now it's just the crows and the like T-Rex looking things, you know. But I think there used to be like one of those like machines, you know what I mean? But anyhow, what you want to do once you get to this area, we're just gonna drop down here. All right, easy enough. And now here's the trick. All right. The trick is you want to like use your steed to kind of like jump into that cave entrance right there, okay? So, you just kind of jump in just like that. You're going to take a little bit of damage. Not a problem. I will say this, all right? Once you get in here, you definitely want to make sure you have a couple things. Now, you can easily get back out, all right? Like I said, you can easily get back out once you come in here. But a couple things you want to make sure you have is, I'm going to show you, this is important. You need to have preserving boluses, alright? Alternately, you can actually have the spell, which I got in one of the earlier episodes when I was running around Liurnia. You can get, I just had it, hold on. Oh. You can get Flame Cleanse Me. This is a very, very, very good spell, especially in this location and other locations where there's poison and stuff like that, because it's a very inexpensive spell to use, incantation to use, and it will actually clean pretty much all of your rot buildup or poison buildup or whatever you have building up, basically. The other thing you want to make sure you have is soap. All right, very important. Let's see, where's my soap at? Alright, you need to have soap. I've got 8. I'll make a couple more. Easy enough to make. And I don't know if I necessarily need it on my hotbar. But, you know, if you want to put it on there, you can put it on there. And you can cycle through. Alright, I don't think I need to. But the point that you would need to use that is if you roll. But you do not want to roll in this stuff. If you roll in this stuff, it'll get all over you, and then you have to clean yourself with soap, okay? And basically the reason why it'll get on you and you have to clean yourself with soap is because it'll continually build up rot and poison, okay? So, now you know how that works. The last thing before we leave here, you want to make sure you do is 2 things with your weapons. You want to have 2 decent weapons, alright? This one is Bloodhound Step. You have to have Bloodhound Step or Quick Step or something like that that's going to improve your movement through this stuff, because it's heavy. You're going to be walking like you're heavy, like you can barely move. So having this or Quick Step is imperative. Other thing you want to do is have some sort of flame weapon or a weapon that you can cast a flame spell on or something like that, because the Cleanrot Knights are not to be toyed with, okay? They will mess you up, and if you don't have flame it's going to be much harder, and they take extra damage, 20% extra damage from flame damage, fire damage. So very important to have that. Okay, now we're all pretty much set up. I think I pretty much explained all the ground rules in this cave. The other thing you want to do is just follow the directions I'm going. I'll pretty much get everything you need in here. All right. Now, see those plumes? What you want to do is try to time as best you can. All right. What we're gonna do is use our Bloodhound step to kind of move quicker. So you want to time it so that you would go right where there was no more of that stuff. All right. So we're gonna jump now. All right. Alright, cool. Made it. Alright, now here's the other thing too, okay? There used to be these mechanical, I don't know, versions or something, I think they call them. But out in the outside, that's what I was talking about. But anyhow, what you want to do is kind of like let it wait. Let your rot buildup kind of reduce a little bit before you go into the next areas. And you'll take physical damage if you're getting hit by the plumes, okay? So keep that in mind. Alright, so here we go. See? Alright, so I'm gonna show you at the end. I'm gonna show you at the end of this video how I got this spell. This is Bestial Vitality, I think it's called, alright? I'll show you at the end of the video how I got this, and I'm gonna show you something extra special too, okay? So I am taking my time here, but this is intentional, alright? Now, let's continue. Uh-oh. Alright, so I rolled. You saw me roll. Here's what you do. You grab that soap. Get that bar of soap. Go. Oh, no. Hold on. When you use the bar of soap. There it is. Alright? And you want to use it before you get Scarlet Rot, okay? Once that meter builds up all the way, you are going to take damage, okay? So, the other thing you can do, like I said, if it's getting kind of high, use the Flame Cleanse Me, alright? And then now, look, I'm all good, okay? I'm all good. I just rolled again. You would think that being that I'm saying don't roll, but you know what? When you do it, you'll see how instinctive it is to roll, actually. So you'll find yourself rolling too. Just know that if you have prepared properly, then you should be okay. Alright, you should be able to deal with those type of mistakes. Alright? Alright, now for over here, what we want to do is get out your bow or your range attack. Alright? And you want to slay this guy. Don't even play. Don't go down there and be like, I'll kill him when I get down there. Nah, don't do that, okay? You want to basically not have to mess with that, okay? That would be a mistake. Alright, hold on. We're gonna get this here. Alright, very important. Get that Serpent Bow. I really like that bow, man. I know a lot of people are going to be like, yo, that bow kind of is trash, man. Me, personally, I like it. And the reason why I like it... Alright, hold up. Reason why I like it... these guys, man, I tell you. There we go. Reason why I like this... let me get out of there. Reason why I like this is because when you use it, no matter what kind of arrows you use, it'll always do just a little bit of poison damage. And if you use like poison arrows or if you use serpent arrows or whatever, it'll add that extra poison to your arrows. So if you're into using poison, which I very much am, then, and I love this sword. I absolutely love this sword. See how I'm gaining HP. But anyhow, how I was saying, I love using poison, so it'll get that extra little bit of poison to my attacks. Alright, now here's the deal, okay? Look, here's the deal. Okay, we definitely want these butterflies. This is established, alright? But I also want to take care of business, okay? So here's the middle ground. The middle ground is this. You can't warp out of this place until you defeat the boss. So what we're gonna do is run on to the right over here. We're just going to skip all that nonsense and run over here to the right. Come over here. Alright? Just like this, okay? Now, there are a few of the mushroom head looking poison creature guys, and they're casting these spells over here, okay? We can kill them if you want. You know, it's up to you. I don't think I will. You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to pass him up, honestly. Because the boss is right here. And let me tell you what. This boss is like a menace, okay? These bosses, there's two of them. You think there's one, there's not. There's two. Alright? So, first thing you want to do is make sure you have the appropriate setup. Like I said, you want to have some fire damage. I have a fire spell. You might also want to have create some fire pots, okay? And it can actually fall asleep too. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put sleep pots and I'm gonna put fire pots. I want to try it out. I saw on the wiki it said the fire pots really work. Well, let me see. I'm gonna make sure this guy ain't chasing me. All right, good. It said that the fire pots are actually really good. So I'm very curious to see whether or not they actually are that good. I'm very curious. Now, the other thing I want to do, since I'm going to be using a lot of fire damage, use flame, grant me strength, and I showed you guys where to get that when I was roaming around Caelid, and I'm going to get a little bit of increased HP. Go over here, and let me put on the fire pot. Actually, put back the fire pot. And we're going to get our summon going too, okay? Not going to mess around. Alright, let's try this fire pot. Oh yeah, look at that! Oh man, the fire pot did a lot of damage. And what you want to do is kill one as soon as you can. Alright, let's try the sleep pot. See, what does it do? Oh, look at that! Try that again. That was interesting. Ah, look at that, man. Hey, you know what? That was cool. I never used sleep before. It looked like it was pretty effective, actually. I'm not going to lie, you guys. So, sleep, obviously fire, very effective against that guy. Now, we are not done. No, sir. We are not done, all right? What we want to do is remove these things off. These were really helpful, by the way. For those of you who are not a faith build, use those fire pots, man. That was pretty cool. It was doing more damage than my Flame of the Rent main, all right? So, and better range. So try it out. All right, now let's get down to business, okay? All right. Here's the deal. These things also take a lot of damage from fire, so we're not playing. See, we're good. Oh, there's one more. Sweet. Alright, so I think that's all of the monsters here. So now we can basically collect everything at our leisure. These butterflies, I used to think like maybe they would regenerate when you come to an area again. They don't, okay? They don't. Once you get them, they're gone, okay? So be careful with how many of them that you use to craft things like rot bone arrows and stuff like that, because there's a finite amount as far as I know, okay? The other thing is, once you come up here, you'll get the Venomous Fangs. And now, I told you guys in one of my videos before that this weapon, alright? Oh goodness. This weapon, Venomous Fangs, you can actually buff with the poison armament spell, okay? So you can really boost up, like right now for me, it would cause 72 poison buildup, and if I put like that poison rot, ooh, it would do even more, okay? So keep that in mind. Very, very, very good. I probably showcase it maybe one of these times. I really like the idea to use it. All right, so now with that being said, let me move on to the other secret location, guys. All right, we're about to go to the secret location, but real quick, before we move away from the Bestial Sanctum, I want to talk about the Golden Scarab, which is the talisman we just got from killing the Cleanrot Bosses. And this thing will give you an extra 20% runes whenever you kill. It doesn't matter what you kill. So if ever you're farming for runes, make sure you have this thing on. Could also be something that you want to real quick switch to if you want to gain a little extra runes if you don't already have it equipped after you kill a boss. So definitely something you want to check it out and see if it may be something to add to your lineup of talismans. Alright, so real quick, I want to show you guys how I got the Bestial Vitality. When you talk to the Beast Clergyman, he'll actually ask you for more Death Root. And if you have more Death Root, you can get different things from him. Like Bestial Sling, which was a spell we just recently got not too long ago. Now we're getting Bestial Vitality. This spell is a beast incantation that will give you regen. It only works on yourself, unlike some of the other regen spells that you can acquire that'll work on other people in your party. So this one only works on yourself, but really low cost for FP, so it might be something you want to check out. Alright, you guys, so two things we want to get real quick before we part ways, and these two things is a secret dagger and a secret talisman. So the secret dagger is called the Cinquedea, which I guess in Italian it translates to 5 fingers. And this thing is not just a regular dagger. This dagger is a dagger that will actually provide 10% extra damage to your bestial incantations. So for those of you who are running a bestial incantation type of build, so like strength and faith, this is your jam right here, okay? I know some of you are probably into like, you know, really heavy weapons because you got high strength and stuff, but that doesn't mean you can't put on a super lightweight dagger onto your build. I'm sure it won't cost a whole lot in your weight capacity. And the benefits are really, really, really good because like I said, you get that 10% extra damage boost for your bestial incantations, but also it has a reduced recovery time when using certain bestial incantations and then after you attack. So say for instance you cast Bestial Sling. If you do, it doesn't matter if you do a light attack or a heavy attack, but if you cast bestial incantation like Bestial Sling and then you attack right afterwards, you'll get a reduced delay and you'll pretty much almost instantly attack as soon as you cast a spell. So this can really be very, very, very good potential for extremely high DPS when you're using these bestial incantations in tandem with the Clawmark Seal and the Cinquedea. And by the way, the Cinquedea's bonus stacks with the bonus you get from Clawmark Seal when using bestial incantations. So this thing is really pretty good for some of you guys out there. Now for my build, it may not be super good. For your build, maybe it's not super good. But I know for some of you guys out there who've got the strength and faith builds going on, you probably should check it out because like I said, there's not a whole lot that you're losing. And the thing upgrades with somber smithing stones, which probably you might have a lot of them even. So you might want to check that out. And basically where you get it is it's right up ahead. You follow along the bottom layer that I'm on right now, and then you'll see it on the left hand side by a number of statues, and it's basically on one of the fallen statues, okay? And then you just pick that thing up, and I would highly recommend you try it out. Now, the other thing that we're trying to get here is the Dragoncrest Shield Talisman. And basically, once you come here, then you just got to go a little further down the way, and then you'll get the Dragoncrest Incantation Shield. Now, the thing about this, I don't know if it's necessarily the greatest incantation that you would be picking up, but basically what it does is it will increase the amount of physical damage reduction. So it'll basically reduce physical damage by somewhere between 10 and 17%. Okay, it kind of depends on the situation you have, like what kind of shield that you're using and stuff like that. Alright, and the variant. So I think the first variant that you get, this one in particular, is 10%. And most of your shields are actually already at 100% reduction, so I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't a good one. You try it on for yourself and, put in the comments, do you want to use it? Alright, you guys, that concludes this episode of Elden Ring Beast Mode walkthrough, where we journeyed into the abandoned cave and down the cliffside of the Bestial Sanctum. If you had fun, if you learned something, if you enjoyed watching this, hit that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon so you don't miss another video, and as always, thanks, stay cool, and bye everyone.